We begin with a show of solidarity in Chicago on the anniversary of the war in Ukraine.
Our Nate Rogers is at Holy Name Cathedral, where Cardinal Blase Cupich led a packed house in prayer. The Cardinal also speaking out against what he called attempts to change the narrative on the war. Nate.
That's right, Scott and Don. Religious leaders from various faiths participated in tonight's prayer service. Cardinal Blase Cupich tonight calling the invasion unprovoked. He also said that Ukraine is not the aggressor. Inside Holy Name Cathedral, filled with Ukrainian Americans, many draped in native flags.
Since that time, I believe we've been praying and working hard, sending financial support, humanitarian support.
The prayer service was a call for peace, honoring victims and families suffering from the war. Over the last 3 years, according to reports, 43,000 Ukrainian soldiers were killed, as more than 200,000 Russian troops have died. Those numbers not including civilian casualties on both sides, with millions now displaced.
By striking with missile the children's hospital, they kill children again and again. With the missiles to school, to other hospitals. And it's happening every day.
The prayer service comes as President Trump says leaders are close to a deal, with Ukrainian President Vladimir Zelensky expected to visit the White House in the days ahead to sign an agreement.
In Ukraine, I traveled to areas where people were massacred for no reason other than they were walking down the street and searching for food. I walked through cemeteries created to bury soldiers and other victims of the war. I prayed in a church where hundreds of funerals had been held since the war began.
Cardinal Blase Cupich today saying he visited Ukraine 2 years ago, calling it an experience he'll never forget.
Brothers and sisters, we need to be here tonight to recall and honor both the sufferings and heroism of Ukraine, for unfortunately there are powerful voices attempting to change the narrative and rewrite history. The world must stand with Ukraine and tell the truth.
In those same remarks, Cardinal Blase Cupich also saying, quote, "This war is not about annexing territory. It is also about Russia's refusal to recognize Ukrainians as a people with their own identity and Ukraine as an independent sovereign state." He also says, quote, "If Russia were to succeed in this regard, the entire world," he says, "would suffer a great loss." Outside Holy Name Cathedral, Nate Rogers, Fox 32 Chicago.